Come on in, everyone. Good evening to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, wherever it is that you are joining us from. Welcome once again to the Track and Feelings, where we here talk about track and feelings and track in and with our feelings. How are you doing? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I know you all missed us and you have been waiting for it. So yes, we are here. We are finally here. I know today is Thursday and we normally do our lives on Monday, but guess what? It is even sweeter because we are here to talk about the start list, the start line, and everything Budapest. Oh my word. This week has been spectacular. Spectacular. Not just in track and field, but definitely the little Jamaica, the place, you know what I mean? Little 3 million set of people. I'm gonna business. Netballers, big up to you all. Footballers or regular girls has been indeed doing it and holding forth. Or we're even having the lacrosse people, volleyball people, and everything is going. So come on in. As you come on in here on Track and Feelings, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Follow our pages. Oh my word, I must also say thank you all for being members of the great, you know what I mean, the great track group over here. Thank you all for being here with us. Thank you all for joining us. And we really appreciate it. So continue on. And remember now, we're not just live or we're not just on Facebook. We are also on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube definitely at the same hashtag. It is indeed Track and Feelings. Go over there, follow us over there, like over there, subscribe over there, because definitely we'll be moving over there. So the same feeling that you give us over here on Facebook, we would love to receive the same love. We actually love you all and we thank you all for joining us. Remember to share the broadcast as you come along. Remember to share it so other persons can join in, other persons can come on and have a conversation, because tonight is the night for the conversation. People are going to get both. People are going to get draped up. You know, admin, we know we're going to get draped. Like me, Xavier can't wait for drape me tonight. What say you, Xavier?
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's drip. You said okay. All right.
Put a D in front of it. Start with
Oh
a
my
D.
word.
Yeah.
We're going to be having great discussion tonight. So hello, everybody. We are here. We have Xavier here. We have Toya, you know, the ever-blessed queen. Yeah, and we have the one and only, the Rastaman, live and living colors, Mr. Jermaine himself, team captain Jocko himself, you know what I mean? Definitely. Even though he didn't put it there tonight, I'm just giving him a reminder that he is indeed still team captain
You'll
Jocko.
be there when world start. I'll put it back when world start.
So, what's up, everybody? Oh, nobody not talk about tonight.
Yeah, I'm messing up. We just a wait for start because we have to save all of my talking. But that's so. Because it's hot, you know. It's hot, man. Because you know the big topic already. Big boy
indeed a great night, I tell you, tonight.
Politics.
Oh, Jesus.
We not started, Xavier.
Big boy going with himself, you know.
Politics.
We haven't started as
we not reached this yet, man.
I mean, it's a lot of things that
if I did my money I spend,
a lot of things is happening.
we make the team
And,
work.
Xavier, we will get there soon. We not reached there yet. All right. That's it. Well,
listener, why tonight we're against.
And then people, we listen.
Yeah. Go
What we
ahead. But then
say,
I'll get to talk about it tonight.
some of what we say tonight is definitely our feelings. Some things that will be said is based on information that was given. We can't tell the source because we have to keep the links. If we talk, I gotta mash up the links, right? So please, if you're ready, to come at me, because we know so when big boy time come, we know some people are gonna come at me. Um, you know, but that's it. Go on dating. Have money I throw it. If I fly, go.
I mean, I must say, I mean, I know we haven't fully started yet, but I must say that a lot of persons have a lot of things to say as it relates to the
It's been
Rashid
hot for the
McDonald
past couple of days.
situation.
It's been hot for the past couple
I
of days, man.
mean, it's ironic and funny for me to see. It is ironic and funny for me to see so many persons who never ever wanted Big Boy to be a part of a Jamaica
Are
team,
supporting him.
especially a relay team, are the same people supporting and hoovering and saying, yo, him need to be a part of it. So I
There,
know
there,
when
there,
we step into
there are
the
three
Big Boy part
things.
of the world,
There are
it's
three things
going
in
to be
life that are certain.
amazing.
There are three things in life that are certain. Death, taxes, heartbreak. We can add a fourth one to it. Big Boy making the national team.
Oh, um,
Where there is a
I
will,
who
there is a way.
I who for secret him have.
That, but continue.
Why
That's it.
not
I want you to go
No,
through the list.
no.
ironic
Why?
part of it?
No. Why? No. He's running. I'm fine. I'm fine. He's running. But then you have the alternate for the 400 meter. You have the person who come fifth. You have the person who come sixth. We run at the trials. We run out them hard for make a
I
team. And
understand
this,
that, by the way.
I run the stand and run good, and still
Let me
and
understand that.
still listen. How can you? Let
We
me
don't
make
reach
sure.
yourself, Xavier. Calm down.
Let me,
We
let
don't
me
want
make
to
my
heat you
list.
up yet, man.
No.
We don't want to heat you up yet, man.
Powell has been good for the entire season, and you choose certain such
Can
man
we go through
over
the
Powell.
list, please? When I reach this way, that's why can we go through the list, please? Guys, can go happen. I'm hearing you. Xavier, I'm boiled already. Xavier, I'm boiled.
No, me not have nothing against him. Him just look like him a run back way. Him swell up everybody head same can run that time. And when him take the plane,
Can we
him
not go
forgot.
there? Hold on. I have created this whole series of quick. I think I have it in my folder about Big Boy and a 4x4. I'm not ready for this yet. That's all. Can we go through the list of the people who have made it to the team, please?
No, I don't know what's happening with my computer. Give me a minute. Go ahead and speak.
I'm not go through it, making to see it too hard, but a lot of y'all may think I'm joking. I have literally created a list of reasons why Big Boy shouldn't make the team.
Should make the team or should not make the
Should
team.
not. Should not run the 4x4. I have a list.
No, but we didn't have to reach as far as him making the team because you have persons who have done better.
Seven. I'm
Here's the
trying to
thing.
understand what you're
I'm
saying,
not
B.
going to talk about it yet. I'm not going to say there are people who've
What is
done
that, Tayo?
better
No,
because the
whatever
people
you
who have
say.
done better are not running this year.
No, all right, not better. Persons that have went into the prerequisite of
Again,
representing
when we
Jamaica.
get there, we will talk about. I am not wasting my energy early. Lucky, can we go through the list, please? Now it's my energy early.
And the only topic Jeremy can talk about tonight in a big boy. So guess what? Go through the list. Got the only thing him can
Literally, I
talk.
made a list of nobody else but Big Boy. I literally made a list of nobody else but Big Boy.
All right, let's start Latoya. We go as per orders what J3 have on their website. No surprise in the female. No surprise in the 100 meters.
Um, the 100 meters, no surprise. The one thing is, it's that we have been getting winners for women in the 100 meter every year except for 2013 and 2019. So from 2009, so every year Shelly win,
Except
right? And
yeah.
the year Veronica win. Every year Shelly has won. There has been four the following year. We still can't buy no rights. And Natasha Morris is supposed to run, and she's not an alternate.
No, it's right on the website. It's on the website correctly. So
Okay.
I won't. That's why I'm not making any noise about it. The
About what?
website
What
is
are you not
updated
making any noise about, Zenya?
because you call a friend them to fix it.
Fix what?
Wherever we that cost about.
I never had a problem with how the list wasn't in the first place, you know. I just couldn't
No,
The
understand
but
the
yeah,
list
yeah,
was
list.
the list did have a problem.
I never
you
had
didn't
a
have
problem.
problem.
I never had a problem with the list.
Somebody never know how to use Excel. Somebody print
I
screen the
Our,
list
our
and
spreadsheet,
publish it,
our spreadsheet.
our
I
spreadsheet,
never
and
had a
just know.
problem with the list because I read
Time.
the
No
list
make,
and
no
I
make it no make it start earlier because you are. What your
Give me a
middle name?
second, guys.
J3A?
Uh, it looks tough.
Because
if we're gonna do this tonight, I'm gonna just remember me say I'm gonna recruit.
no, but you start defending from early, so
I'm
there
not
is no problem
defending
with the list.
anybody. I
So
am
what?
not
All right,
defending.
what it is called then?
I am
You
not
did
defending. I am sharing my view, and I said I never had a problem with the list because I read
because
the
of
list.
affiliation.
I read the list as how
You
the
know, so
list
from
was
here,
posted
that's how
for.
you has from here, that's how you have been very defensive of J3. You do it when track meet a go on. You do it
Thank you
when
very much.
selection.
Thank you very much.
That, this is not the data that was here last year.
Thank you very
You
much.
get you got from
When
payroll.
I say when
You're
I
there
know
on
when I
payroll.
know say I have affiliation
On
with the
payroll.
Blazers, no me have affiliation with
Listen,
J3.
listen. The list print with two alternate
And I'm saying I didn't read it that way.
because the persons who you got it from explained to you the mistakes, so you're okay.
But
Yeah,
here,
I
But
but
never had
here,
a problem with it. Look here, let me tell you how he read the list.
you sound stupid like JJ.
Let me
here's the thing,
no
Natalia.
problem. Let me tell you how
Here's
I
the
read
thing,
the list.
Natalia.
Let me tell you how
You
I
have
read the
sense.
list.
You have sense.
Males
You
on
have
one
sense.
side, the females on one side. I know the list is always generated with one alternate. So I never
Yes,
accept.
Latoya,
Hold on a
hold
second.
on there. No, let me hold on there. Me know why you're gonna further. We are not doing this for the persons who understand track and field only. We're not doing this for the persons who have a high IQ in track and field. We're doing this for the average and the
A
persons
lot of
below
them did not
par.
know
And they did
because
not
I was correcting
understand.
people.
They did not understand. So when you come here now telling me that you're okay with it, your IQ is high because you have
You know
experience.
what? Exactly.
You have
Is it
experience.
don't
No,
join? Is it don't join Xavier
no,
and Jeremy?
no.
I'm going to
You
stop
have
coming here. I'm going to stop coming here. I am going to stop coming here. I don't like this battery that you want is
It's
doing.
not bashing. It's
I'm
not
going to stop
bashing,
coming
Natalia.
here. Is it?
That's all you. You
listen,
you have
listen.
been you have been like me from last year. You and I both have been at J Trade for the
No,
past 2 years,
Jermaine,
and this year, for some
Jermaine,
strange reason, this year you have been very defensive of J Trade.
Jermaine.
Something I go on,
We are gonna find the videos. Lataya then and Lataya now.
and Natalia know. That's
Everything
you.
you see, everything we said J3. No, 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 no. We'll not have it. We'll not have it.
What go on?
Come. So J3 put out a list and the press release, I call it press release, and it was utter rubbish. Whosoever do it is utter
Actually had
rubbish.
a press release.
Yeah, so it's utter rubbish then.
Now
For
go,
that
me going away. The girl said, "But me can't go away. Me going away. I make the whole
for,
man them alone. I don't know why."
for that to be published the way it did was embarrassing.
You know, say them could have do it like them, how them do it old school. Just write out the two block them, and you have men's 100 meter, and you write out the name and who is the alternate. You put the alternate beside it, and go. You know, say that would actually look better. But here's the thing: you that's how you know track and field. Me know track and field. Xavier know track and field. We not gonna say nothing wrong with it. But when I spend 20 minutes explaining to a person that Natasha Morrison is actually running the 100 and not an alternate, that take a lot out of me. The average person who know the sport now will realize that oh, it's actually four representatives. And the problem is we've been sending we sent four representatives in the men from 2009 to 2017. In the woman from 2009, and we are doing it up to now, where we have been sending four representatives. My gosh, man, there comes a time where Zakaria, me could have do a better job after my phone right now.
Jermaine,
Right, a better list from my phone.
you can't say nothing to convince Lataya. We cuss over this all day.
I could have
Listen, me not even not J3. Me have one more thing for not J3 before I go. You see that lady named Miss Thomas? I think injustice was done from some part and nobody now call.
from your part, Xavier.
No,
No
hold
do
on.
that. No do that.
Shh. Hold on there.
Not do
No,
that.
Hold on.
Xavier, I agree with Latoya from this one.
Not do
No.
that,
Because at the end
Xavier.
of the
Not
day,
do that. She
she has to
represented the
ensure that her
United
papers
States
are correct.
Okay.
21.
And
It is her
hear my view. Hear my view. We did it last year with Hudson.
But Xavier, it is the
Taya,
athlete's
shh.
responsibility. No, Xavier.
Me not
Taya,
agree with you on that one, Xavier, but talk.
Taya, let me speak.
All right, talk.
If you put on an event and there's a qualifying standard that you must prove to me that the only way I can accept your application if you meet all the standards. That's not what it's supposed to be?
Yes, that is it.
Okay.
But here's the thing,
She
Xavier.
did not meet the standards before trials.
Xavier, Xavier, you have a leeway. So what it means is her documents could actually, like what happened with Hudson last year, your documents could be at the embassy. You could be switching your stuff, and by the 30th, you realize say you don't switch yet. You have to make the list. No, that is not a fault of the J3As. That is
Yeah.
the person that needing to ensure that them documents take care of.
Number one, she represented she chose, it's a choice. She represented the United States in 2021. We are now
Exactly.
in 2023. This is 2 years
No,
ago.
And the rule says you have 3 years.
A while ago.
No. She have exactly 3 years. June 19.
Exactly.
June 19 will be exactly 3 years, not 2. Exactly 3 years. So she meet the criteria. I'm not knocking them.
But her documents may
Xavier,
not have
this
been
is my
transferred
response.
before then.
No, you just said you're knocking J3, and what I'm saying is this. Hold on, Xavier. If it is that you're gonna ask me to listen to you, I'm gonna ask you to listen.
Did I open my mouth?
No, I'm just telling
No,
you.
Did I open my mouth? Did I open my mouth?
Xavier, not tonight. Please, come and reach this far. We really get happy.
No, I'm
Continue,
not
Latoya.
opening my mouth. I don't know why Lataya jumping down my throat like that. I'm not opening my mouth.
This one is the one I'm not knocking J3 for.
You want to for the first one?
We went through 2 before, right? That is Adele Tracy, and we went to Andrew Hudson. It is not the responsibility of the J3 to do this. She represented the United States in 2021. It is never, and I never June. She thinks that, oh, I want to try out for Jamaica team. It is her responsibility to sort out her documentations and to do. When it is that, it comes now, if the J3, in my viewpoint, this is my viewpoint, if the J3 can assist to make it happen a little quicker, but it's not J3 responsibility to do that.
Hold on, Aisha there alone has sense. How the only one Mr. Transfer and have no problem?
Was it part
no.
of no a part
Adele had a problem, Andrew Hudson had a problem. Probably Aisha probably was the only one.
Andrew Hudson put in Femon early. It's just that it ended up at
it actually would have come through the week after World Championship.
J3 now use for them little shibang to try to get it out quickly. Because remember, Andrew Owen came through like about an hour before his actual race should have happened.
Right. It's 200, right.
So I have a question though. Since we know the timeline, what happens if her papers come through before the 19th of August?
No, but you would have had to submit the list by tomorrow.
No, hold on there. Last year they did it for Andrew. They wanted him to run, even though
Andrew did not run last year.
But they were requesting him for him to, even though
because they named him to the team.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. Why couldn't they name her to the team now?
No, because the information that they receive is that it wouldn't come through in time for that.
In time.
Are you assuming or you know for a fact?
No, it would not have come through in time. Her citizenship is not going to be done until after the 200 meters.
No, she's already a citizen of Jamaica. She holds a Jamaican passport.
Right.
She holds a valid
her representation of Jamaica, because she represented the US. Unlike Andrew never represented Jamaica. He was strictly American. He was born in the US. Same thing with Aisha, same thing with Adele. Their situation was different because although they represented America, they made the decision early to represent Jamaica. They took their time.
Their paper before.
Lana Taser never made that decision until this year.
Exactly. So it is not.
So it would not have come through in time. There was no way it was going to come through in time. Here's the thing that
when it comes to with Andrew Hudson, obviously when they would have done the investigation or tried to get Andrew on out, the conversation or whatever would have been given. Say, yo, yeah, it have come through in time. So they would have named him to the team.
Can I be devil's advocate?
Then hold on,
Sure.
they named him to the team, but then when it came to it would have been
You see,
just
you see,
added to the
you see
team. It would have been fun.
until Latoya is so adamant about Andrew.
Oh,
You see, based on the team that is being named and the persons that are on the team and that will make this team, no effort will be made to help her.
Why not?
Why would they do it? And persons that they want to make the team.
2020,
No, and persons who they want to make the team will not make the team. Politics at its highest level.
is one person them would have replaced her with them replacing
guys, all right. Hear what I say now. Here's what I'm going to say to you about the situation. You know, I come up on the line a while ago. I had to read that message. This is a message from a person in the media. Same person we talk to all the time. That's how you know me at all. Lana problem was she thought having a Jamaican passport would have
make it easier for her.
would have speed up the process. It would not have. Just because she's a Jamaican citizen, it doesn't work that way. So she was actually going off of hope rather than going through the process like Andrew also. Because remember, they were Americans with no Jamaican affiliation other than their parents or grandparents.
What I
she
think
was a
Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Should have done is reached out to what I think my thought space, not concrete, my thought space. So let me come now. You see, let me start differentiate my thoughts from the facts. What I think she should have done was seek some guidance.
But that's all. Here's a problem. Let me finish it though. Her little issue was the expiration time of her U.S. representation. It was too close. It's the June 19. You're not going to get through by August to represent Jamaica. Your grace period is 6 months. It's not gonna work.
But if it's June 19, I mean June 30, the window lock.
July 30, and it's 6 months. 6 months is the grace period. You can't.
Yeah.
So get that one. You have to just need to see. That one is start it out early, or try to make the team for next year.
Exactly. So therefore, we sure said same like Andrew. Andrew will never come through. So Andrew go and train, and make sure say him day after 2023. So she have to just go and do her thing and day after 2020.
No disrespect though, love you, Lanativia. Also you run for Texas, so big up yourself. But you should just make sure say the team start out properly. See you next year. Go on through now.
And because I feel a little hiccup, your girl Xavian get to run.
No, but that's the
She's
politics. No, that's the politics.
That's not politics.
So Shelly is going to run.
She is named to the team. She must run. That's why you have an alternate. The decision has not been made.
If Shelly is not going to run, then Sasha Lee Forbes will be her will replace her.
Right. Sasha Lee Forbes is the representative.
And notice one alternate. That is the reason why the alternate is named.
So remember, Shelly has until 24 hours.
Kevona is not named as an alternate. Kevona is named on the team.
Sorry. Shelly has until 48 hours before the 200 meters, which is literally the end of the 100 meters, to make her decision. Anything after that, they only have to go to 3.
So if the 200 meters, hey Sandra, if the 200 meters start, heats are gonna start when them have the people them in the back and and she never declared 24 hours before.
48 hours now.
40 hours, 8 hours before, sorry, which is the end of the 100 meter. Then are just 3 smart we are gonna run with, which would have been which would be Sharika,
Natalia and Kevona.
And if Shelly don't run, it's going to be Sharika, Natalia, Kevona, and Sasha Lee. If Sasha Lee decides.
If Sasha Lee decides,
she can manage it.
I believe we're going to have. She's around the 100. I believe we're going to have 3 runners in the 200. But anyway,
I force them to run.
But why?
I believe 3 women are going to run. That's just my belief.
But why you don't? You have persons that make the qualifying time. Why don't you try to make the?
No, you don't.
What are we speaking about? Females?
For the females, yeah.
So that's why
those are the only 5 people, 6 people. Anastasia, Sharika, Shelly, Kevona, Natalia, Sasha Lee. That's it. You don't have nobody else to the qualifying standard. Well, and Elaine, but Elaine never runs. So,
yeah, but you're saying that 3 persons will run based off default. But the
people will run.
No, I am saying that I don't believe Sasha Lee nor Shelly will run.
No, that's what I'm saying. You know that the alternate not gonna run, and you know that
Them no
Shelly
know,
might.
and me just assess up.
No, I'm just
No,
saying. No, I'm just saying based off your speculation. Why don't we?
Mhm.
If you are in charge and you're making that speculation.
Because you have no one else who have made the standard, nor are they in the ranking to make the team. So you literally only have 6 people. Literally.
Okay,
Well, 7
okay,
if you include
okay,
Elin.
okay.
So you know.
well, really 6 because Latavian out.
Right. So yeah, that's not even our run. So.
But I was thinking that Germany said it's 3 running. And you can tell me if my mindset is right. I think in Germany was saying 3 will be running based on the fact that he's thinking that Shelly won't declare in time that she don't want to run, so that Sasha Lee will replace her. I was thinking that's what Germany is thinking.
No, my thing is I just don't. I believe the 100 meters is going to be too much for Sashali, and I just don't
What you
think
got
Shelly
about
going to run
that?
it. I listen,
Okay.
listen,
So
but
based on rankings, and I'm looking on the rankings, right? Based on
mhm,
rankings, and we having issues of selecting the 200 meter. Based off default,
mhm.
Shelly might not run, and what's her name might
But
not
say
run.
Sashali now going to run. Yeah.
Yeah, based on ranking. What happened to Natalia White?
Natalia's a
Natalia
part
White
of
is
the
on the
team
team.
already,
She's
Xavier.
running.
Look on the paper now.
I'm just
Xavier.
asking.
Xavier, the
Natalia. I
200
remember I
meters.
was the one who said Natalia going to make the team, and then the coach
I'm
and then
not
she made
saying
the team.
who's Natalia. The 200 meters, how it went was Shelly, was Sharika.
Shelly,
No,
Lanativia,
my bad.
Natalia.
Wrong name I was looking at. My bad. The next best person is Ashanti Moore.
Is she at the standard or where? What number is she ranked?
54.
She's not going to make it. She passed the show. She like too much. I'm sure you have more than 50 people to make the standard, or 40 people in the standard. So she wouldn't make it at all because
Can you tell me what is the ranking where you're supposed to rank in the world for them to take
it,
it? I
de-
don't know.
no, it depends because here's the thing: it's not necessarily where you're ranked; it's how many people they need to fill the spots. Because remember, one country can have several people ranked high, but they can only send 3. So those 4 don't count no matter what.
Right.
So you're looking at I
Yes,
need what was it?
why we
But if you take
volunteer at it again tonight, Xavier, and him same now go there Malan. I mean,
no, but if you take the US persons out of it,
You
based on
still have
ranking.
more than 40. You
but
still have more
Jamaica
than
don't
40.
have the problem the Xavier with the woman them.
No, you're saying that based on standard.
Yeah,
But
but
the
we don't have
200
that
meter does not
problem
carry
based
as
on
much
standard.
people as the
We
100.
don't have
Okay.
that
The
problem.
100 carries about 50 people. The 200 carries about 30 or 40. So
But
that's the
Okay.
Xavier,
difference.
we don't
Okay.
have the problem for 200 meter.
I'm
We
just
I just
don't
got
asking.
nobody in
have
our room.
I'm just asking the question based on we allowed 4 person and Jermaine said that he thinks that is only 3 is going to run.
because him a thinks that
Uh,
Shelly never declare in
okay,
time.
okay, and I'm just asking the question: if he is in charge, how would he fix the problem?
There's no problem to fix.
Are you
Just a
coming
3
as
run.
Xavier tonight or you coming as the devil's advocate? Which one?
Both
I'm
of
just
them.
come. May I wait for you put up the list? Are you for put up the
I
list?
didn't want to go.
I
That's
hear
why we
they
got to
are.
take out the time.
I hear they are run off your mouth. But me a me a devil.
I
Run up the
never
list,
said
man.
that. I never said that.
She said devil's advocate,
All
not
right,
the devil.
all right. Come,
You
should
got
I
this
put
one.
up the list? So we
Do the list
reach.
again.
We
All
did
right, we did it. So.
we did the 100 and 200 already.
No,
You put
man. We are
you,
go
did-
through
you,
Go
the
back
list.
up, man.
you
Go
put up
back from
you
top.
put up the full list there. I hate that
Yeah,
list.
man. Go from top. Go from top. You can see.
I eat me, I use. I eat me, I use. I eat.
Might as well go
Let's see.
might
Go
as
from
well
the
go to
100
the
now.
website.
No,
Let's see.
this is the
Let's
first
see.
page. This is the first
Oh,
page.
this is the
Remember,
first
That
page.
can't be the first page. That's not the
This is
first
not the
page.
first page. The first page
this is
start with
the
100,
first
200,
page.
400.
No, that's not the first
Maybe
page.
that's how you save it, as in the first page. There's a
I
difference.
saw me get it. I saw me see pan
All right.
page.
There is no problem with this list. None at all. This page never have a problem. It have an issue. Nothing wrong with it. Other than if you put an LJ beside Kerry McLeod name. That is it.
What?
Perfect list. Next one. A LJ, because they only have 2 beside the long term. Then if you put one more for Kerry McLeod. What Kerry McLeod are going to do? See, look at that. You don't see nothing beside him name. Jay Shrey, get it together, man.
I'm not saying anything about J3 tonight.
But you real, hey, kudos to Akila and kudos to Akila. Akila, 2 things.
No, man, Akila, but here's the thing. She's the furthest long jumper in the world, and she's the 4th or 5th best triple jumper in the world. No, like, she's top 15 triple jumper in the world. and the longest long jump. She was going to be the team, really. She didn't have a choice. And she, I don't say she had to jump for the triple jump.
Kudos to her doing the two. Just saying kudos to her. But hey, great thing
Hold on, I have a problem. I'm not I have a simple problem. There is nothing wrong in naming an alternate for the discus, guys. I'm just saying J3. The men's discus have 5 guys with a standard. Suppose if one of them decide them not sure. You can name an alternate. Alright, I'm done. We're gonna give the field event some respect, man.
Nayoka Clunis, kudos. Nayoka, big kudos.
Was it Nayoka the one that got the medal at Panam?
Yeah.
Panam? Yeah, big up yourself. She got it because of ranking. Where ranking?
So big kudos to her for that.
Nothing wrong with that page, right? We agree with everything this one. Put up the first page now. And that one in, put up.
Should I put it up?
Alright, I'm fine now.
Because this way, I got start.
So let us move away a little bit. Let us go international. Hassan is trying to triple again.
No, she's not trying. She did this already. Where's the problem?
Yes, again. I said again. Be quiet.
I never heard that again.
Fix the internet.
She's winning 1 gold medal out of the 3 this time. I think because she won 2. She won the 15 and the 10,000, and then dropping at the 5,000. But I think she's only winning 1 because the 15 and the 5 is so strong this year.
Yeah.
Doing that triple, because remember the 5,000 is this last one. By the time we get to the 5,000, and them girl, you're mad, man.
What's going on with Atenmu and our coach?
I'm going to talk about that after that time for the this year. That's how I want the rest of this year.
Wanna do the list as on one thing and sit there?
Oh, all right. Go back up at that. Never. And first of all, who is the other alternate for the men's 100 meter?
Is one alternate is there.
One.
It's only one alternate. That's why we never have the problem. Only one alternate.
Okay.
The alternate, the second alternate.
Typo.
The second alternate is for the feet.
It's a typo. It's a typo.
The second alternate is for Jesus of mercy, Vivian. The second alternate is for the female Brianna Williams. The first alternate is for the
put it over that side there. Then should I put it over that side there? The next side.
But because I'm dropping the event in the middle.
No, I'm saying if you put one alternate on the left.
Okay, Taya.
I'm saying if you put one on the right.
The person who print the document and publish it should have proofread it. Because
that looks like
on the website it's done correctly.
All right. For the men's 100, I think that is what it is. Here's my problem though. I'm going to talk about the men's 4x1. How is Taekwondo Tracy a part of that?
So the man never running 100 meters.
Here's what I'm saying. If you can choose from anybody, because we're going to go down to the 400 meter, and we're going to talk about that one.
Anybody come.
That's what I'm saying. If you can choose from anybody, why not a Johan Blake or a Julian Ford who's run faster than him this year?
Johan Blake has run faster than Taekwondo this year. Taekwondo come.
It doesn't matter what I'm saying.
If Taekwondo come because no. Because if it doesn't matter, then that means Julian shouldn't name over there.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's why I said that. Because when you go down that list and you go to the other events, we're going to talk about the same thing. So I am saying, why not, since you have a spot, you can carry 6 people for the 4x1. Why not carry a Julian Ford or a Johan Blake? You can carry 6. Why not carry a Julian Ford or a Johan Blake?
Isn't J3 always be carrying the top 6, the persons who come 6, 1 to 6 down there, sir? No?
No, also realize
No?
this. You realize that you realize that Rohan Watson is not named in the 4x1 team.
Yeah. Ron Watson
Okay.
is named in the 4x1 team. Ron Watson
No,
is the
he's not.
first name. No. Because of
He's named in the
Trevor,
100 team.
No, his
him
name. All
is
right,
the a
hold on. All
two-time
right,
man
Taya.
named there.
All right, Taya, hold on. You see, because J3 make a blunder with the list.
Okay.
Jeremy, take off the glasses
No,
and look. A
no.
two-time
We are
man
we are
named there.
we are reading what they publish. We are
That
reading
is
what
how
they
them publish
publish.
it. We
So
just
we are
ask how them
reading.
publish it.
Jeremy, yeah, you are an avid person. You just say you understand. It is two-time him named there though.
No,
Yeah,
because me I do as heavy, I don't know. Because guess what? If I am reading this as an average person, that's exactly how me I think.
exactly.
Because I'm going to say, okay, you named Ron Watson as an extra alternate, which okay, all right, it means that alternate cut that out. Then look at the 4x1, there's a missing spot. I'm not going to automatically go post everything one down.
Could be doing politics as how they normally do and name a list and we say members say so we didn't name it
Mm?
and nobody never pick up
But
on it.
but my thing is no disrespect to Michael Campbell. I love his story. I respect him. I think he's a great athlete. But I would have we know the top six thing already. But I would have taken him out and brought one of the experienced men.
So how do you do that?
How do you do that though?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Under
Tell
what
me.
circumstance?
Under
Based
what
on
circumstance?
based on
Yeah.
nationalism.
Not just based on nationalism, understanding what it takes at the highest level.
But
But
when
me
do
say
And
me the
but
same
when
work
do you
me put
change
in
a guard?
the same work Julian Ford put in,
you
the
know,
same
to say,
work he put in.
no, it's not about the same work; it's the same result. And the reason why I'm going to go to that,
What
the
you
reason why I'm
mean?
saying that, the reason why I'm saying that, and the reason why I'm saying all of this is when we get down the list, the topic is going to come up because those are
No,
the things that
just
people are asking.
Okay,
So what
fine.
I'm saying is, this team is very inexperienced, no problem.
And that's
Obsolete
okay.
and active,
That's
I have
okay.
no problem with inexperience. But in a team that is that inexperienced, they need one voice.
Okay, inexperience in what sense?
Inexperience as in they have not run together, they have not been on a team together for the
Okay,
most part. A team
okay.
of the
All
the
right,
only
all right.
one.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are they not above average relay runners?
No. Oblique is what the rest aren't.
So
Taekwondo Tracy have run on a relay team more than
You know
him.
Talcon Tracy is not going to run on the relay. That's why I didn't even call him, because I know he's there, but you know he's not going to run for the finals.
But if he's
You
going
and
to
I know
run the
this
heat,
already.
it doesn't. No, but hold on. Based on what you said, Taekwondo Tracy is the most senior person on that relay team.
And
Name
that's a
to
good
the
thing.
name. No, it's not a matter of good or bad based on what you
Taekwondo
just
Tracy is
said.
a starter. As
Based
a
on
starter,
what
I
you
don't.
just
Mm,
said, Jermaine, Taekwondo Tracy is the most senior person on
he's
name
the
to the
Taekwondo
relay.
Tracy is the oldest. How much experience does Taekwondo
all right,
have at the highest level running a
Jermaine,
relay?
the problem I'm having with your theory is that every year we're gonna have the same problem. When do we call it quits on the old person?
No, here's the thing. If you have three youngsters with a senior man, one of those three are going to be on the team for 2 to 3 years. Obviously, the next year is going to be his third year. He becomes a
Yeah,
senior
but
man.
Yuan has not done anything to make the team. Who am I upon the
He,
team?
he's
What
not
he
done
did?
anything to me the
No,
team.
what he has not went through. He is not ranking in the world rankings, and he had not. He never
He's
made the
faster than
final.
he's
He
faster
never.
this year than
No.
two of those guys on the team.
Okay, that's not
How do
quality.
you take? How do you bring out as much as I would have loved for you and Blake to be on the team, and because he's seniority? How do you? What do you say to Julian Ford, who has ran
Faster than
faster
you.
That's why I said it is either one or the other. It's not the
Okay,
both of them.
okay. If
But
you
take
can,
one
okay.
of them.
All right, Jermaine. If you take Yuan Blake based on his running faster, Yuan Blake or Julian Ford. Why Elaine Thompson is on my team, and I have the youngsters that are running faster than Elaine right now.
Here's the difference between Elaine
No,
and
there's
hold
no
on. And
difference. Principle.
now here's the difference.
By principle,
Because
by
that team, hold
opinionated.
on now. Because what do I said? I said you need one senior man. There are two other women on that team.
What does
Three
what does that
who have given me
what
at
what
least three,
does
4x1s out of them.
what I'm gonna ask right now? What value seniority I gonna bring to the team right now?
At this time, let me say what it is. And we've seen this with all the relay teams, especially Jamaica and the US. Having a one person who knows how a relay runs, who calms the team down, who you know when you give him the button, he's not going to make a mistake. That
So
helps,
you're afraid that you are
especially
going
in
to
the
drop
middle of
down.
your relay. Johan has
German,
never dropped a ball.
German.
I'm not
If you
saying
become a
that.
CEO of your not German, the theory behind it's wrong. Blood the
No, but here's
youngsters,
it.
make them get the experience,
So
make
you're
them
going to go with
decide, make them
you're
Jermaine,
learn.
going
you
to
said,
go with all youngsters.
Hold on, but
Yeah,
Jermaine, you said that never been them not gel together, never been together, and we and a and a blue and a black and a black shade. Whoever have been,
the
which
seniority.
which team has ever been together
No, but
forever?
Which
And
team
you
has ever been together?
when we first put Johan Blake, Usain Bolt, Asaf Apo, then the first time them run together.
Hold on, let me go to your question. Let me
Yes
stop you
or
there.
no?
No, I'm gonna
Yes
answer your
or no?
question.
No, yes
No,
or no? And my first time
no, and I'm gonna let me show you why. When they broke the world record
my
in
first time
20,
run together. Me said the
when they
first
broke the world record,
time.
that was 2016. The whole of them are senior man, them know what to do.
Yeah, you're senior men, but on the first time I run together, you're saying that these people has never run together, and I'm
But
saying
that's all. Yeah, what I am saying to you is this: when you're saying about Asafa, you saying about Asafa, Nesta Carter, Michael Fraser ran together. When they did that in 2008, you know what was you know what was the new guy on the team? You're saying about all the other guys have run together for years, either through MVP or on Jamaica team. Number two, when you got to 2011, when Johan Blake came into the team, what what you had was you had Michael Frater, Nesta Carter. That bunch, or Nesta Carter, Michael Frater, that
Okay,
never
German.
changed for
Okay,
years.
German.
What you also had,
give Xavier a time. Give Xavier a time.
mm,
German, I do agree with you. We do need an experienced person on our relay team, but the experienced person need to make the damn team to be on the team. I'm not gonna give him
Jermaine,
a space based off experience
Jermaine,
because
you know,
you want the belief say we are got half him a space. The experienced team that we have in the female is a problem, or we now broke the world record.
no, that's not why we're not breaking the world record.
What
That's
you
a
talking
different
about?
story.
No,
That is
that's
not,
all right, hold on, all right.
it's not experience that we're not breaking the world record. But
Can I get something in? Marlon said
sure,
Jermaine isn't wrong. You need an experience and any relay team. We agree. Firstly, we agree. We agree that you need the experience. However, the experienced person didn't make the team number one. Under what circumstances would I be Julian Fort, who has run the
I think
100-meter
Julian
time?
Fort. We're talking about the one for MVP where on the time too.
Okay, but what I don't know, me, I'll put one next person where we know say I've been running, right? What you would have told me where I've run the 100-meter time, flat time, more than once.
A Golson.
Say you choose Johan Blake over me. Remember now, Akim Blake twitching a film blocks, and because Julian Ford get disqualified, Julian walk from down at the finish line, come right up to the starter line and start with Ludlow them over there. Because in a Julian frame of mind, them never want Akim because him don't start saying, what kind of thing this? The rain or take? Why you gonna tell Julian at the time there? You choose your one when I run 10 flat. Yet this season, over me, we have been running 999 sums and whatever. Why you not
no,
telling?
9901. Come on. And here's the thing: I did say either or either. If you pick Julian Fort, it wouldn't have been a problem to me.
What you tell Gorson?
Ghost is also a freshers, and Ghost is not on the team anyway. So that like they would have taken Ghost.
But what I'm saying is, these are times these are guys that have run sub 10, and you are saying because Johan is experienced.
But then,
I'm saying I'm the one Johan for the team, so
but then you have to go down the pecking order and find out. You have a lot of you have a Nkrumah that run sub 10 and meet the standard and go further than you in the competition, qualifying competition. So you still have to go down the order. A lot of people.
First of all, y'all act like Johan ran and came last. He was DQ'd.
That's why he can't make the team.
Was DQ'd. All I'm saying to you is this. And this is the problem. USA set the world record in the women's 4x1. Alistair Felix has been a standard bearer on their team. I think she ran the 100 at the US trials twice, but she's been a standard on a 4x1. None of you guys are not disagreeing with me that you don't need experience. All you're saying is who do you take to put them? Or what is
Exactly.
your thing?
Okay.
My thing is,
No,
if
no,
somebody
Jermaine,
that needs
no,
to
Jermaine,
well, I know.
you can't use Alyssa Feelings because she makes the team. She's a part of the contingency.
Jeremy, let me
Contingency.
ask the
I am
question. You see,
well I remember
because
say you
you
want to
me
finish third at the national trials in
me a
200
couple
meters.
JT, but I'm gonna ask you the question. If it is that they had done what you are requesting, remember me saying no, me did want you and plan it because you know you are my screen on my phone, right? If it is that JT had done this, weren't we gonna be the same people to knock them for it
Because we're
because
gonna
they
knock him,
haven't changed?
we're gonna knock McDonald down the bottom hard. How he make the team?
No,
Well, I
McDonald
rest
in
in the
the
center.
mix 4 by McDonald in the mix 4x4 is not a problem. If they had shown, remember I said this,
We don't reach the Lataya. We don't reach there yet. We're saving a
we would
whole
have not,
section in that team.
go through because JJ didn't change the rule to accommodate what we want them to do with the Johan Blake situation. It is what it is. For me, it is what it is. Them name the people them money. Whether or not I believe this may my opinion, Latoya, ever blessed Clark opinion. Whether or not I believe that this team can go somewhere, it's not JJ business. It's for them to put them team together, get it somewhere, some solvency of something, right? And do what they needed to do. Because if you I don't know if I'm gonna say the
Well, we're on the
excitement.
third leg. That's my question.
Hold on,
We're
I
on the
don't know
third
if
leg.
I'm gonna see, I don't know if I'm gonna see the excitement on Taekwondo's face. Even though I never win, he never come second, he never come third, he never come fourth. But just saying, I'm right upon him something. I made another senior team. How you tell him man say no not choose him now? Wanna tell him say?
I wouldn't say you notice I left that corner Tracy. The person I took off was Michael Campbell. And Michael Campbell I'm gonna take off. I have no shame about it. You can't have six freshers on a team. Of eight. Six freshers? No man.
But
No
remember
man.
say them can't add, remember say them can't add Andrew Hudson on it.
Yes, but Andrew Hudson makes good sense. And I had it in my 4x1 either way.
So
My
therefore,
problem is we don't have a third leg runner.
So what name
You
you
might
think
start
out
to
of
think
band?
Rashid White on the run, sorry. Whatever you say, sorry. Yep.
From this, name the team. From this, name the team. From the team where they don't know, name a team for the 4x1.
Watson starts. No, like, here's what I'm gonna do now. Using the 100 meter, Ryan Ford starts because he's, I think, the best starter out of the crew. Akeem Blake takes the back stretch. Rowan Watson runs the curve, the third leg, and McGee obliquely with the anchor.
That's fine.
That's a final.
Yeah, but
That's my final.
what about your eats?
I'm running the same team in both because after the 100 them done, I run the same team.
Okay.
It's no problem doing. I'm running the same team. Heats and finals.
Taekwondo Tracy gonna run this heat.
Here's the thing. If I do bring Taekwondo Tracy on the team, who do I drop? Because my thing is I'm going
I
to run
said
the
the
same team
heat.
in
I
the
said
finals.
the heat.
That's what I'm saying. This team is not experienced enough to have two different teams.
Taekwondo Tracy gonna run the heat. So you know why I said that?
If Taekwondo, no, if he runs the heat, he's going to run the
Because
finals.
I think they're going to use, because if a team, if public civil goes far into there, so then
What they might do is this. They might put somebody on anchor. So they might put a Michael Campbell or a Taekwondo Tracy on anchor. But they're not going to change the first three. I don't think so.
Okay.
It is too risky. With this team, it is too risky. Maybe next year they can do it with more experience, but then again, you might have a Kishian Thompson come on the team, but at least it's more experience. I would not mess it up this year. The team is decent because it's not like they're slow. They're just inexperienced. One team like what them did last year, one team Eastern Finals. If you do run nobody, rest oblique and put somebody else on anchor and put in oblique on anchor when you're done. But the first three, not trouble.
The only way I'm seeing their inexperience is based on championships. Button passing can be taught. Practice
But
become
here's the
perfect.
thing though.
Practice become
My
perfect.
Akeem Blake is the only other. By the way, Oblique is the only person that went to a school that was running relays from they were younger. Most of these
No,
guys have not run relays.
but what I'm saying, Jermaine,
Mm.
is that practice become perfect. You realize the challenge that they have. Team, the coach team and management team need to put in the work. Get them to a standard where your speed complements your button changes and make it work. So all I'm saying, just as how You are saying that inexperience is the problem for the male. Experience is the problem for the female. God and still can't
Experience is a
change, but
problem.
God and still can't change
No,
button. So
I
if
don't
you
think
get
they can. Here's the thing.
the
All right,
females
continue.
can't change
Where?
button, the females can't change button either to save them life. No matter what team you put together, a few of them on that cannot change a button and them not willing to learn. I think these young I think these youngsters that are given the chance now can be molded into great relay runners. And I don't get that sense of arrogance from them or cockiness from
None of
them.
them. None of them. Listen, if you're saying Houghton and Sapapol and Johan weren't arrogant, I don't think these
No,
youngsters
that's
have
not,
any
no,
chance of
no,
being
that's what I'm
arrogant.
saying. It's not about arrogance in the sense of they are
Basically,
showing that
they were willing to do whatever you
no,
asked them as a coach.
they are willing to do what they want to learn. Some
Mm.
youngsters now go do it. Their mind already arrogant, so their mind not bend for learn. So I think this set is a good set to keep for the future.
I say this though, and I'm going to say this because when we get to the females, I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to say relatively the same thing in a sense. I believe that this team, if they get it together, has a chance to walk away with at least a silver medal. Here's why I say this. I know Japan has the best batting exchanges in the world. I don't think we can argue with that. But Japan may not have the speed, individual speed. USA for me is too all over the place. And the only person I can count on that 4x1 team that's going to do something great is no one else. Fred Curry is not the same. I think he can be run down. Um, Coleman runs one leg, and I think he can beat him there. And there's nothing with Cranston. We don't know what's going on with him. We don't know who else they're going to put. But I think this team, and you look at other teams in the world, Trinidad isn't that good. Maybe South
Ca-
Africa have a chance.
Canada can put a team together.
Canada can put a team, but Andre Degrassi is not running the 100.
No, but he made the team. He made
Mm,
the 200, so he can be put in the pool.
which is true. But then their team is not. He Canada goes as far as Degrasse carries them. Big up to Aaron Brown and stuff, but they go as far as he carries them. I think with the fact that we can put a team together with 4 sub 10 guys, we don't have a problem. I think if we get, but here's the thing: if we mess up like we did last year, we will be out of the medals. If we get it correctly, if we get it perfect, we are at least silver medal. That's the equation. The slightest mix up, we're out of it. If we get it perfectly, we're getting at least a silver.
Pretty much. I think it's a open. That event is an open event. That's an open event.
Okay. We can go to the next strategy. Do you share this?
Um, we're at the 200 meter.
We don't talk about the 4x1 for women
We're gonna go
and the
four
100
by
meter
one
for
for
women.
women. The 100 meter for
Yeah.
women is straight cut.
I think
Um, two to the finals.
2 out of the 4.
Yeah, to the finals.
I
Um,
have 3. For some reason, either Sasha or Natalia, but in
the
spring
the
a
se-
surprise that
the,
they
the,
go.
the, sem- the semis gonna be rough.
It depends on the semi though.
Yeah, the semis gonna be rough. A Shelly, a Shelly or Sherika will have to go up against. They're super.
Two
It's like
superstars are gonna go up against each other in a one
yeah,
night in a
yeah. So
semifinal.
so so
I'm not just making it keep.
All right, put it this way:
so
So
Shelly, Sharika,
therefore we're
Shelly,
gonna have
Sharika.
for that
I
for
don't
that
think
we're
I don't
gonna
think
have
Shakari runs any of the Jamaicans in the semis. I think Talu is the
no,
that's what I'm
problem.
saying.
Talu might
it's
run
two
a race
it's,
with them.
it, it's
So
two
two
semis.
persons going to meet. No,
Yeah, 2 of them going to
that's
meet.
not,
Yeah,
Yeah, two
so
because
three
semis.
you have it's
persons is
big
going
four.
to
So
meet.
no, you
No,
have
it's
what?
three
4. You have
going to meet. Two semis, three for the first three.
it's 3 semifinals. It's 3 semifinals.
Well,
Remember, it's 3 them gone to now. It's 3 they've been for
okay.
the from
But,
2000.
so therefore, I don't
So
know, there's something
so
wrong.
that's what I'm
So
saying.
therefore,
One of the big 4, 2 of the big 4 in the world going meet.
so what I am saying is that two are gonna meet each week. So you have Shelly Sharika, Talu, Shakari, you have Julian Alfred, you have Dina
Yeah.
Asha Smith. You have
Basically, two of them going in a semi-final.
Kambunji. So two I got in as semi-finals. But anyway,
Here's my
it,
problem though.
if our additional two girls make the semi-finals, when they do, it's gonna be really rough. If one of them make it through, it's based on time.
I will say yes, and I will say no at the same time. I agree it will be based on time, but I think the time that they run would have been fast in another heat.
No, me talk about that semis now. What I'm
I
saying
know. I'm
is
saying the time that they run would have probably
two
come
of them
second in another
a
semi.
seven name me call a while ago, and I said two of
No,
them
but
is enough.
here's the joke though. Not, here's the joke though. It depends on who is in the semi-final.
That's what
If
I'm saying.
Sharika and Shakari end up in a semi-final, you know that the fastest loser probably comes from that semi-final.
If Sherry can't tell we don't want semi-finals, they don't know so the two of them.
Yeah. The fact it depends on who it is. But if Shakari and say Julian Alfred is in a semi-final, I think one of them can get right there with them. Can probably sneak one of them. So it
One
depends
of
on
them
the
can
order
get
of the
right where
semi-final.
we do.
I think one of them
But
can.
tell
I think one of them can swing a
we don't
surprise.
know me
But but here's my problem though. If Shakari is in a semi-final with a Shelly or a Sherika or a Talu, one of the fast starters, I believe if one of the others is in that race, they can probably beat
It's a
Shakari.
statistician just name. See, sister she just give it to you. Sister she said Sherika versus Dina. Asha Smith
I thought
Shakari
you
versus.
found it out already.
No,
I don't.
he must say for the six, so I would say he must have Sherika and Dina, Sasha and Julia,
Mm,
and Mary Osetalu and Shelly.
but we don't know how they're going to face off in a
That's
race.
all he
But
must say. He must face off. I saw him try say. Which I saw me
no,
can
I'm saying
have
if that
that would have that face off.
if they face off like because remember is your time's going to get you in your semi-finals. So at the end of the day, you still have because Sherika and Shelly have a tendency for just cruise. So your times get you there. Here's what I say though. If Shakari and Julian Alfred is in a semi-final and a Jamaica, one of the others, a Sasha Lee or a Natasha is in that semi-final, I believe they can sneak in a second year so because it is two inexperienced people in one semi-final.
Julian
So
inexperienced.
Julian is
based on,
inexperienced. I
based on
mean,
championships. Because
yeah,
if you say the male relay team is inexperienced, Julian is inexperienced based on
exactly. She
principle.
is inexperienced.
Yeah, so Shakari is inexperienced.
So
She never been to a
right,
championship before.
so if you put a Natasha Morrison there, I
Who
think
the
Natasha's
Commonwealth?
experience. Commonwealth and nothing, please. Anybody win Commonwealth. Zero in class have a Commonwealth gold medal. We don't call him one of Jamaican's best.
Me not go ask. Okay. Tonight, me not.
Commonwealth and nothing. But I think if you get a matchup like that, then I think especially or Natasha can take advantage of that inexperience. That's what I'm saying. But if they end up in a Dina versus Sherika, that nah happen. Them a come third. Or a Shelly versus Talu, them a come third. But if it depends, if you get too inexperienced, they can sneak you. That's my thing.
As him said, an example as to how stacked the semis will be. So you're gonna have to clear top two for the three semis. I'm just showing the
and two fastest losers.
yeah.
And that's where I think they can shine because don't be surprised.
I had even say Kambunji can be also in that too. So if Kambunji is in that inexperience, as you said, Jermaine, if Kambunji is in that inexperienced lane,
She can make use of it as well. She can make use of it as well.
So
She's one of them that will make use of it.
One to Daryl Nita. Hey.
Daryl Nita for me is.
I do our thing this season though.
Let me tell you this. Daryl Nita for me is one of those I have to see you do it kind of athletes. Don't get me wrong, she's talented.
Daryl Nita is a Natasha.
Right, exactly. I have to see her. When I see her do it, then I say yeah. That's my thing. But that 4x1 for women. My lord.
4x1.
You can call my order now? Can I call my order?
Make the Heats order first.
Alright. Brianna Natasha, Elaine, Sasha Lee, if Elaine runs. If she doesn't, then Shelly to Sasha Lee.
How you drop that order? You said Brianna,
Elaine,
Natasha, and then Sasha Lee. How you drop that order?
I don't think you want to.
That can work as a heat, yeah. Or
No,
how
I'm
you
gonna tell
drop
you
that?
why. I
Brianna,
don't. I think Elaine, Brianna to Natasha, like, and then you go to Elaine.
then Sasha Lee won the third leg.
No, Elaine runs the third leg. You're giving her the least amount of work to do. In a heat, you're giving her the least amount of work to do.
Okay.
You're a third leg until Sasha Lee run.
All right. So
I'm not trust Sasha Lee could pass about and carry it run.
so I have
No man, Sasha Lee has done it before.
so
I know, but I'm still not trust her.
so I have a question. Elaine is based on what Elaine has done for the last 2 months of the
2 years
season.
or 2 years. Oh.
No, 2 months of the season. We will say that she's the least one. She's the least one to make the team.
Mm-hmm.
But my notion of it is that Elaine want to prove to a lot of people that she's a warrior. Why you think she now come out run a blistering 10-2 or 10-3 upon her leg?
Here's the thing: if she
And
does,
she will be the well-rested athlete
she'll be the most rested of all of them.
of all
No,
of them.
I'm Brianna Williams.
No, Brian, I've been running on the circuit.
No, Alien is the
Right,
rested
true.
one of everybody.
Yeah,
Okay.
overall. Here's the thing. That's why I said I'm giving her a third leg. You have the shortest leg in the world to show me where you are now. If she is there, then Amado
Okay,
put
so respect that you have put on Blake. Why can't you put it on Elaine and give her the same respect that she need to be in
which
the
is,
team?
here's the thing. The team isn't inexperienced on the women's side. That's the thing.
The team in the
You do have
experience.
it.
You are Sherika Jackson. We can't take a damn button.
Sherika Jackson has run 3 ankles for Jamaica and given you 2 goals and a silver.
Okay, but
She's
you can't
fine.
take a button.
She has given you 2
Okay.
goals and a silver.
What Elaine has done
Sher-
for Jamaica? Hold on. Comparison. Sherika has given you 2 goals and a silver. Tell me what Elaine has done. Tell me what Elaine has done.
Elaine has given you what? 2 goals and a silver as well.
Okay,
Same thing.
so and Elaine has a 10.54.
So you don't call
Yes, but not this year.
Come on with a
It no
positive,
matter.
right?
It no matter.
I've never looked at common as anything big, apart from netball. The netball part.
Jeremy,
Really?
Here's the thing about it though, I'm saying this to you. Elaine, first of all, Elaine hasn't been running. Johan has. Secondly, the women's team has more experience.
Kelly
Shelly is the most experienced relay runner in the world right now.
Shelly hasn't been running. Elaine run more race
What I mean,
than
Shelly?
Shelly. Elaine run more race than Shelly.
Elaine has run 2 races, the national trials and the one before. When I start the 200
Count the races. Count the amount of races.
It is
the national trials, she ran 3.
Ramian,
Count the amount of races. Count
She
the
ran
amount of
3
races.
and 1. That's 4.
So
That's
what
4.
Shelly run?
Shelly has given you 4 races as well.
Okay, so what are you talking
And
about?
Shelly's races are more recent. Because we see it. They were the other day.
Jeremy, you're biased though.
No, it's not biased. You can't use recency, and then when I say Shelly is more recent, then you're going to say Elaine. No. Elaine at this stage, if she runs on the 4x1 and runs a blistering curve, she stays there. But I will say, based on the shape that she's in, she is not a necessity this year. Because the women's team does not have an inexperience problem. The men's team do. And that's the difference. The women's team has the most experienced relay runner in the world. Name me one man we run 3 relay apart from objective.
Question. You said if she run a blistering third leg in the heat, right? She stays. So who do you remove? This is just
Natasha.
So what do you tell Frano to remove Natasha? Hold on, who in a people mind, Natasha would have earned her spot. What do you tell Frano?
Frano can go jump off one cliff.
Notice me not ask what you tell Natasha now. But say what you tell Frano. So what all you tell Frano say you got choose Elaine.
If I am the coach of J3, I'm looking and I'm saying Elaine also earned her
No,
spot on
what
the relay
Maurice
team.
tell? What does Maurice? Okay, what does Maurice tell Frano? How does Maurice
For the
tell
be-
Frano?
if
Say him
she
not go
does not,
use
here's
Elaine.
it. If she does not look the part, meaning she not give it the back stretch, but we know she can give it. Then it is very easy. Natasha, we are replaced her with Shelly. If
Okay,
she does
okay.
give you
So
that, then you say Natasha for
Jermaine,
the betterment of the
And the
team, we
Shelley
think
say
Shelly
you
will do a
replace
better run.
all right,
Jermaine.
all right, Jermaine.
If no, because Shelly are gonna make the team. So her leg is
Flipping
going
this.
to Natasha not run no other leg but back stretch.
All right,
So Shelly are
flipping
gonna
the
take her
script.
spot.
Okay, flipping the script. Flipping the script. You wanted you on to run,
Mm-hmm.
right? Based on you want an experienced team. Why you about to carry Elaine
Mm-hmm.
then? And you have faster
Elaine
people.
made the team and
No,
she
no,
made
but
the top six
you don't have an experience problem. So you could have carried one of the youngsters and make them
because
experience.
Elaine
No, you
made
can't.
top six.
There's no youngster that you would bring over Elaine.
Exactly.
Elaine made that spot. Elaine made and
She
earned
is.
that
She made
spot.
the team. She was fifth. She made the team. She's on the team. She's actually the only person I think she's six not on the team.
Me
Six.
say, all the member with this, member with this big and boy session, what time I had, you know, I go on somewhere, I don't know why she will take up this. I'm not going to create this, you know, but you know,
No, there's no
I'm
excitement. The
enjoying
reality is
against
she made.
Okay, all right. So when Shelly pull out the fault, no, I'm just saying this. I'm putting devil's advocate this evening. No, I'm the devil this evening. I start
You're not
instead.
saying that, I play devil advocate. I
No,
never
no,
call
you call me
it.
devil. So
I
when
didn't
Shelly
do
pull,
that. No, hey, hold
when
on, hold on, hold on. I never did that.
okay, so when Shelly
Jermaine,
pull out, when
Jermaine,
Shelly,
did I
when
call him
Shelly,
a devil?
No, you
advocate,
said devil's advocate.
Okay,
when Shelly pull out, okay, no, I'm asking a question. Since Ilian going to Budapest, Shelly pull out
Mhm.
her 200. What's her face now run? And Ilian has made the 200 standard. Can she get a stay?
No,
No,
Why?
no.
Why?
she
Because
never competed in. She never
because
competed at the national
no,
trials.
she
Any
never
at all.
competed in the 200 meters. She
So
never
how
None
big?
at
competed
all.
at
If
all. So there's
So
no way
so
for her
so
to.
how, so how big boy reach all the way down in a mixed relay?
That is a
Big boy
mixed
actually
relay.
competed at the national trials in the event. All right.
He,
Even in the
he
400, he competed
started.
in the trials. He actually competed.
I'm just
Him
He
just
asking.
started.
No,
never run
no,
the
no,
finals.
no, no. I'm just asking though because
So we are answering you.
even if you, so you have to you have to compete in the event, and
Yes.
you
Yeah.
may you no listen.
You have to face the
The
starter.
persons who have no the persons who have competed, no met the standard. She's already in Budapest with the standard. Two person withdraw from it. And based on making the standard, she's not taking anybody's space that will complain. Where is the
What you
gray
mean?
area? Where is the
No,
gray
There is no
area?
gray area. She did not
no,
run
hold
the
on.
event at the national trials. So she actually disqualified herself from running the event because she was a no-show at what would have qualified her to run.
Is
What
it
would have qualified her to run is a
is
national trial. She did not
okay?
run.
All right. Can I ask a question? Is it a written
Mm.
rule or something that is just given?
It is a written rule. It's in the JTA rules. I posted it the other day on somebody's comment. You have to compete in the event.
Okay.
For selection, you have to compete at the national
And
trials.
and,
It's
and
The
in
there's
the
no
reason
JTA.
why,
there,
the
there there's
reason
no
why,
there's no leeway in it. There's no
Unless you
J3
are top three in the
no
world and beg an exemption.
no there's
That's
no
the only
J3
leeway.
no there's no J3 politics in it.
There's no politics in it. The only thing is,
Okay.
if you have made, if
all
you
right,
are
Devin,
have an exemption,
the question, the
if you have an
only thing you
exemption
can't
for medical and your
because
top three,
you would have already entered the alternates to the world athletics. That's the case.
Okay. But the alternate
Because
now
but she
run.
wouldn't have been in consideration anyway.
which
She
alternate
wouldn't have
not
been in
running,
anything.
Xavier?
No, I'm using Jeremy and not,
I said that Sasha Lee may not run.
okay, I'm
No,
using what
that's
Jeremy
how
said.
him feel. No, but that's how Jeremy and feel.
And
That
I'm
not means
using and
that Maurice now gonna make especially run.
all on no,
I'm Morris girl, Morris baby, you know.
I'm
I
just
know, we
asking.
I
don't know
just
what
mean,
wrong with him.
I mean just that Sasha Lee not run.
A German does a feel so. A German does a German
No, I'm
feel.
just using Jeremy and feelings tonight. A
No,
Jeremy and
but I
feelings
use
of the
German
law.
feelings. No, but I use German feelings.
Why find that one, brother?
But I use German feelings today. I beg you. Alright, there's nothing to talk about for the males 200. Andrew Hudson, we know made the standard.
I needed to check the ranking for Johan Blake and Julian Ford
They're not nowhere
because
near
it
this.
did.
They're nowhere.
They're nowhere
They're
near
not
them.
All
nowhere
right,
near.
cool. That's
Them
just
are
there.
That's the reason
them
why
are
Rashid
Francis
Boy
are the
are
next
alone.
best. Them are Francis as the next best person.
Right. That
Okay,
is
that's
the reason why
there.
Okay.
Rashid keep the wire alone. I think him to put at this thing.
I'm disappointed with Mr. Powell though
That why?
for not making the standard.
Oh, that's not good.
What I mean?
Sorry, sorry.
I think it is
Because no, it's not easy to make the standard, but I mean, you got opportunities upon opportunities. After
Yeah, he's
that,
run a lot of races
yeah,
this year.
yeah, you got opportunities, and you're the last person that run that
Exactly.
get the last bite of the cherry. And your coach and you couldn't come up with a strategy to make
What
the
you mean,
team.
Japan Powell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What 200 we still?
I can't sit on Panda. I leave that one there alone.
Alright, so the 200 will resolve the issues with the 200.
Yeah, it is what it is there.
200,
The
200 is
female.
good.
Okay. Xavier, which phone the man?
You know,
Here, all right, guys. Here's where I have an issue because the 400 is coming up, right?
400 will
There
resolve.
are 400. Well, the men have 3 representatives. Here's the part where I get sticky. You realize there's no alternate. Yet, you have a young man who is the 3rd fastest man in the world who wasn't put down as an alternate because he made the
Tell me
standard.
how them put him as an alternate. You just say a while ago. Tell me how them put him as an alternate. Remember when Xavier come and mute the no and play the devil's advocate then because when he played what year. Remember when we had this live and we were speaking about the same Rashid McDonald and I said, tell me how it is that you are going to tell Zandrian Barnes and Maurice Wilson say, yo, we have to put big boy over you. Right? Now J3 obviously find them senses and know say yo Zandrian for name there. So tell me now, you earlier on you said that you needed to run it. He only ran 1 round, right? Is that correct? Did he never run semi? He only ran 1 round.
You never ran the
He
final.
only ran 1 round. And at the time of only running the 1 round, he was not ranked 3rd in the 1, 2, 3 in the world in the event. Is after the fact. After the fact. So therefore, what I'm saying is because he didn't rank there, so him couldn't. Because he didn't rank 1 second. Because he didn't rank there, he couldn't submit a medical exemption. So all who did say one they submit and I said no never submit because he never ranked the so he couldn't submit it that I want. So tell me now how you would have get him to put him right there, so as the alternate when after the fact him submit him.
So here my story now. I've been asking stupid questions coming along down.
Are you a fan of
for the past 3 weeks?
No,
and you've been doing very well.
I've been asking stupid questions to get the answers. Thank you, Jermaine.
Great at it, Xavier. You're great at it.
So Mr. McDonald run the 1st round, right?
Mm-hmm.
And him never showed to the starters for the semis nor the final without a medical exemption. So how the hell he make the list here?
I'm going to answer the question for you because I'm waiting. No, I'm going to answer the question for you.
No, because you wanted him to be in the flat 4. How would he make the list?
Right, so
I never said he wanted to be. I said make him as an alternate.
Oh,
I'm going to answer the
question.
Oh, how we made him make the alternate?
Xavier, make him answer your question. Give him the
answer your question. The closing date for selection is the 30th of July, right? You are allowed to name your team after that, which ratio is there. There are only 4 men in Jamaica who have made the standard. 3 have been named in the 400. I have no problem with that. The problem is, we have seen before where individuals didn't win or didn't place in the finals and were still, or even didn't make the finals and were still named to the team because they were the only ones that made the standard. Case in point, last year, Christopher Taylor, the only person that made the standard, even though he finished way down the field, he represented Jamaica as in the individual events. Rashid McDonald, and I can't believe I'm actually defending Rashid McDonald right now. God is good. The 3 that are ahead of him finished ahead of him in the national trials because he didn't even make the finals or the semis. Cool. You have the space to name an alternate. The only other Jamaican who's made the standard is who? Big Boy. You can name him as an alternate. I never said he's going to take anybody's space. I said you can name him as an alternate because he's actually number 3 in the world right now. I think he's ranked number 5.
Not naming as an alternate because you see, When J-Train name him as an alternate, we out here, so I got tell J-Train to swap him out with Sandra Bands. And me would have tell him, me would have tell him to do that.
No, you can't swap him for Zandria, you man.
No, me just as, but you did say them to swap him out.
I never said they were supposed to swap him out. I said you can name him as an alternate. Name Rasheen
No, I'm not
McDonald as
talking
an
about
alternate.
tonight. Not about tonight.
I never said they were supposed to swap out. I never said they were supposed to. You know what I mean? I'm a big boy on the side. None at all, don't you?
Rashid
All
McDonald
right.
is number 12. He's fine.
He's number 12 in the world.
Yeah.
Right. And he's the highest ranked Jamaican, right?
Yeah, he's the highest ranked Jamaican.
There you go. You can name him as an alternate. You can name him as an alternate. Nah, you're too far from the mic.
Then name him to the mix 4x4 boy. I go run the flat 4x4. The argument done, and that's what want him to carry for.
We know that he's going to run the flat 4x4.
Find a means and ways to bring him. Them could find a means and ways to bring Johan. The argument.
You're messy. When Bob Marley wrote "Tired to See My Face," we never knew that would be a precursor to Rashid McDonald's lifestyle, because that man, I don't know who for that time I sleep with. I don't know who for secret him have. I don't know who owe him money.
Not demand that because the man do it. The thing is, the thing is, as much as people don't want him on the team, him just always make the time to make the team. That is the thing.
I don't know if St. Thomas him come from Armac relative over St. Thomas because the Guzo strong.
You want him to carry you go check for the Guzo they make you can see me.
Me say, the Guzo strong. But he's going to run the flat 4x4. Here's my issue. Can I get to it? In 2000, I'm going at 2015 in the World Championships in Beijing, China. Amen. I preach.
It's not that.
Rasheen McDonald ran the national record 43.93. I carry the history because the viewers have to know the history. Why am I so aggravated with Rasheen McDonald? I know people have said all week since the list has been out. Oh, he's been injured. So let's start right at 2015. In 2015, Beijing, China, in the first round, he broke the national record, running 43.93. Remember, prior to that, the national record was 44.40 by the brother, right, where Jeremy Gonzalez almost come close. So he matched it by a 4.5 a second. The man going at a 4x4. That year, for all the relays so far, we won gold in the women's 4x1, gold in the men's 4x1, gold in the women's 4x4 in the greatest race I've ever seen in the 4x4. This man get the man around the third leg. This man get the button in second place and hand over the button to Donkey Man in a sixth place. Really? And the man just run 43.93? Come on, that's from this up. Mr. Miller want him on a 4x4. All right, we'll give him a blind. Him go through this up. All right, whatever. The year was 2019. I'm not going to talk about 17, you know. The year was 2019. Rasheen McDonald run, and by the way, in 2015, Demish and Peter Matthews ran a hell of a first and second leg. Only time Demish gave run a good leg. 2019, this man get the button in a second position on the second leg. And give Javon Francis the button. Not Javon Francis, Nathan Allen the button in a sixth place again. You know what is this man in sixth place? Nathan Allen ran the fastest ever leg for Jamaican 4x4 to get the button in front of Donkey Man so we could get the silver medal. My gosh, every time you get this man up, one time you ever run a decent leg, one time. And last year.
Because J-Train needs to understand this.
Not last year, Olympic.
If you're going to run Rashid McDonald on a relay, you only give him one run. Rashid McDonald has one run in his leg. That's what it is. And
the funny thing, in all of those, he ran better in the semi-finals than in the finals. My God, listen to me. Every time, and that is why my disdain with Big Boy has come to play. It's not that I hate him. He's a good youth. I'm not take that from him. Very talented youth. Him look like he can get back himself. But every time you get that man a bat in him hand, it's a disaster. Him is the opposite of Nestor Carter. Or let me even say this. Him is the opposite of Christine Day. Because you get Christine Day a button even when she run like crap during the gear a button and she turn in a superwoman. My God, man. Continue. We don't talk about it.
The women's 400 meter.
Basically, it is what it is. Yeah, man. We've seen obviously that the person who finished the person who finished second now run because obviously she's running the 400-meter hurdles in Jelly Bean.
That's separate event.
Yeah, so that's why that would be the worst thing to do at a major championship to run the 404 hurdles. So because of that,
But
Candice,
see,
Cherokee Young gets the spot.
but
And
but
again, another person who never won the finals is running the mixed relay,
I,
who
I,
I
I
believe should run the 4x4.
I have a question though. So she have decided that she's not running the 400 any at all.
Yeah,
She not.
duh. We're going to run the 404 hurdles all event.
No,
She
I'm
can't
just
run.
asking.
Well, she's not listed to run the 400. I'm going to say something, guys, that a lot of people do. Because I'm going to add Stacey and Williams. Stacey is going to be a part of the mix for the 4x4. I don't care what nobody say. I think that this
Who do you
4x4
take
team can
out?
actually. Huh?
Who do you take out and put Stacey in?
All right, Nikisha is going to run. Jellybean is going to run. Candice is going to run. Cherokee is going to run. It's either between Cherokee or Candice or Stacey. And I think more than likely Cherokee might be the one that takes the bite. If you're going to run it that way.
Stacey had away the on in them, and that's why she not come now.
Yeah, that earning is something they need to stop. But because I believe that this team is literally as it stands is silver medal. But if they come out and do their best, because I doubt if Atin Mo is not going to run, that's a big blow for them. Dalila Mohammed is not the
We
same.
don't number one. If I think you even run at the championship, of course,
She's not running the 4x4. Right? So the worry is Sid and what the next girl name? When they run at NCAA, that's the problem. And I think the girl that run at NCAA is still not 100%. She's still, and I think a little bit of pressure going to get to her. So if we carry on, it's really going to be asking Sid to do to run at Alice Felix leg. I think we can challenge if we are even and run a decent. We can challenge them for a gold medal. We may not win it, but we think we can post a challenge. It's a decent team. I won't lie. I think Jellybean runs really great 4x4s. No matter how she might be in her 4 hurdles, she runs really good 4x4s. Nikisha look like she's doing very well. I do trust Candice on a 4x4. And between Cherokee and Stacey, and we can trust them too.
Audience Xavier is asking just to find out if she said to J3 or J3 just decided that the double is hard versus the athlete saying she's relinquishing her spot that she earns. That Jenny Voss I'm talking.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was asking.
I can't answer that. That was a question that was asked from she placed at the national trials. She said the 400 hurdles was her event. She literally ran the 400 to make the 4x4 team because she wanted to run the 4x4 again. That's it. There was
But
always going to be a
but
400.
but she didn't needed to run the 400 to make the 4x4 team.
Yes, she did. Based on this lineup, she did. She needed to run it. Based on what we see here with Nikisha, Candice, Cherokee, Rhonda, Cheyenne, George, she needed to run it to prove that she's
My
better than them.
question
And she did that.
my question is, since we're on the 400 four relays, that mixed relay team, why are we taking it for granted?
That's been my question for the past 5 years.
Why are we taking it for granted? Why the alternates don't run these events? The persons who come fifth and fourth.
I would have put I would have put
what I want
a
to know is why
Cherokee
they don't
Young.
make a strong. Why I want to know is why they don't. I hope that they make a strong mixed 4x4 team that can challenge for a medal because I
I
think
would
this
run Javon. I would run Javon Powell. I would still run Big Boy. I would run Stacey and Cherokee.
that two leg
That
you
would be
got
my
two
team.
time you gonna give big boy for one. Me say one run
Yeah,
big boy.
no man. The first race and 9 days in between it. The mixed 4x4 the first day and the 4x4 the last day. We can give him. Him have 8 days to recover. Him have time. I would put that as my team. I would literally run Javon Powell with Rasheen, Stacey. Joanne Reed is not also a bad person to run. I think the women are necessarily the ones that I'm worried about.
But you can't even take Rashawn Clark and dash over there.
I don't think Rashawn is going to do it because the 4 hurdles is I think the day after or something like that, or 2 days after. So he's going to focus
No,
on that.
because
We
this is
have
the
enough
first
quality.
day. This is the first day.
I have enough quality. I have Javon Malik. I can't believe I say it, but even no, I'm not say that part. The Demish having a chart in this. But Javon and Malik with Rasheen are good enough to get a silver. They're not beating Damrep and they're not beating Poland. Well, them have to go beat one of them to get silver. But they're not beating Poland. Poland come out for this alone.
Poland is born.
Right? And
Fenkeball is Poland.
yeah. That's Fenkeball's team.
No.
Fenkeball is Netherlands.
Fenkeball is not.
Netherlands.
It's
Sorry. Netherlands is another one that come out to this team.
Okay.
Netherlands and Damrep. No, but Poland runs a good team. I think they have one of the goals as well.
Why I said about ball is because I know Netherlands gonna come for that too.
Netherlands is there as well. So and America is still a decent team, isn't it? Exactly. Damrep with Matt Pauline and them. That's a good team. So we can send out a decent.
Can I think the mix really has come into the mix that athletes can get the chance to get more medals. Like for example, say Sherika going for glory. Why you're going for gold? You're looking for
4 gold medals or 5 gold medals.
Yeah, and you want it.
Why don't you for Sherika though? Because
no, it's a personal goal that it would be a personal goal, not a coach saying that you have to do it. It's a personal goal. First day event and say yo.
Cause you know some other drop the 100. I'm not even run the 100 in the first place.
Yeah. Give me a try.
Yes.
Give me a run at it.
Give me a leg.
And this is what me and Ty have been talking about. Jamaican athletes are so coward when it come on to chasing glory. It's like them start. I think they come up with a theory that I'll write it in the book, and if me run it, me I go show the book. If me not run it, me I hide the book. Me I go
Stop so much on Sherika now.
No, I don't Sherika alone do it because me consider Zelle use Jamaican and Zelle pick up the same trend.
What I am saying, you're gonna do it. Show me before you run it. Elaine, show me before she run it.
You understand? So I think they are coward. Look at the other athletes in the world. The long distance runner. We talk about it the last.
Devin, you talk all the language from night, you say?
No, because
no, but I mean, you look at Stefan Hassan.
That the long distance.
Stefan is chasing glory.
No, but we can chase glory too.
I'm saying she's chasing glory because who and got going around the 15, 5,010 and is good enough. Yeah, I think Sherika at 2025 supposed to carry and say, I am chasing 5 gold medals.
No, why Sherika can't come out and say me a chase the world record? Me a go feet.
She did say that. She did say that for the 200. She did say that for the 200 though, that she's chasing that record.
It was shown before it happened. If you remember, she had it on our crop. Elaine showed it before the bookstore, before she showed the book thing. The book thing. You saw Elaine on.
No, some people are kind of
coward.
Yeah. Some people are kind of intimidating to tell their goals because maybe sometimes they're said things. But my thing is, and everybody knows I'm captain Team Jacko. I think Jacko needs to come out and say one of these days, I am chasing 3 world records in our championship.
Okay.
She need to.
You understand? I am chasing 5 gold medals in a championship.
She's good enough to say it, Jermaine. She's good enough to say it.
I mean, she's what? The 5th fastest woman all time. In the 100. The second in 200.
Bring up a Noah Niles. Noah Niles say, yo, me I go figure it no matter what, And if me not
make it, boat record.
No, when him not make it and the race done, him laugh at you and say, guess what? I tried.
Exactly.
Move along. Next time.
But if I'm Sherika Jackson one day, I believe next year or the year after I get this year out of my way, because she's still trying, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. I think next year, come the Olympics, she needs to come arrogant and say, listen, you have to go beat me. 4 gold medal, me I go for. 5 me I go for.
Listen,
with a mixed range.
Okay, since you're talking about Olympic, next year come Olympic, she better bring her A game. Because next year ET year.
Well, that is true. We all know that.
So if she don't want to take it this year, I fear a problem next year. She have a problem next year. A serious problem.
Granted, I still think she's going to go in the 200 meter unbeaten for a long time. As you all know, I said that before, but remember things that she's going to
She'll get beaten.
You know which 200? We'll get by with who?
Tariq's goals are unrealistic. Why are they unrealistic? She is in she is she is in the shape of her life. I mean, she's doing great things. It's not unrealistic.
She
The
has
the mix 4x4 gives her an opportunity to do that. No time.
The
yeah
4x4 give her the opportunity to do it. The
Sorry,
100
four
and
by
Gary,
one.
200.
Gary, we say you're older man, are you like where you call the ball, Wicks ball or whatever, not looking at Juju ball or whatever.
The
You're
other
looking
man
at
that got
ball
St.
already.
Elizabeth. The
So
one that
when
got St.
Carlos in
Elizabeth.
19 when Carlos in 1984 came out and said, "I am chasing 4 gold medals. I'm chasing Jesse Owens." What wrong with that?
Marian Jones tried it.
Marion Jones chased 5.
Yeah, Marian Jones went
She
after it.
got 3 and chased 5. Well, nothing wrong with that.
Team cap, team,
Flojo chased 4.
captain
All
team,
right, Tyreek,
captain team Japan.
Tyreek, Tyreek Taylor. 5 gold medal is easy to chase. Day one, you are runner
For
really,
the
and
mix 4x4.
you
You
four
just have
by
to run the
four.
finals.
Your team are back you. Your team believe in a team Jacko now, so they're
Now
gonna run.
imagine Sherika on a team. No, but here's the thing. If she's running the 4x4, the mixed 4x4 to get a gold medal, you think Sean Bailey and Zanjian Barnes
Now
and
give them the 100.
Antonia Watson are going to run with her?
Yeah,
And Nikisha or Sasha, them are going to run with her. Them are going to say,
So
oh, we
what?
are chasing to
We're
Sherika
gonna,
go
we're
and
gonna,
fight.
we're gonna put yeah, Sean Bailey
and
They
when
are the best are going to run with her.
and when she go in the locker room again and say, "Yo guys, me want to run the 4x4," what I wanna say, and then put a team together. All if them are dead, them are gonna run it down.
No, listen to me. If Sherika wins a mixed 4x4 goal, wins 100 goal, 200 goal, why think she has got to the two relay them and say, I hate this, you know. See, my call Alien could have said to them 2021. You bet make sure to make it this time, you know. Or you see about could have said, yo, me I go feet, you know. If
Yeah, go
Sherika
feet.
wins a 4x4 goal, a 100 goal, a 200 goal, you think anybody in the locker room not going to win here? Them call them sister history's on the way. Make sure said somebody in the 4x4 going to take a back seat to Sherika. I say,
Any
yeah,
day,
chase glory, go
any
and
day,
feet.
any day. All
Yeah,
if
chase 5 gold medals. Nothing
them
wrong
come,
with it.
all if them come last, somebody I gotta take the back seat.
Yeah. Them are going to take the back seat and say, yo,
It's
Sherika
possible.
the run.
And
The mid
the schedule
4x4 made it so easy to chase it now. To
and the
chase
schedule
4
is
and 5 goals.
because she won't exert herself in the 200 because nobody come close to her when she's jogging. So she know the easy races. The hardest race that she would have run is the 100, depending on who
And
wins.
even then, her recovery from the 100 is a lot quicker.
So
Yeah, man, me, if I'm Sharika, I'm saying that is one of my goals. Me actually is 5 gold medals.
5. And
And
if
here's why I say
if
it.
you not go 5, me I go 4. Either me try the mixed relay
You're
or the
right.
4x4.
And
Either
here's why
one
it's
of the
so
two.
easy. Here's why I say it is going to be easy for her in 2 years. Because if she wins the double this year, she doesn't have to run the double at the trials for the world the next time. She can just run a 400. Because she already made the team for the 4x1 already. So she doesn't have to run a 400. So she can make the team for the 4x4. That's it. There's nothing wrong in chasing glory. Marian Jones said she go for 5. And Marian did a long jump 100, 200, 4x1, 4x4. Flo Jones said she go for 4. Nothing wrong for chasing. There's nothing wrong in chasing. When you say me I go for 3 gold medals, we were looking at he might chase it. And at one point he thought he was going to do another event to give you 4. Nothing wrong for
Tyreek,
chasing.
Tyreek, Tyreek, I beg help. It's a difference when you're chasing glory to you just make it your normal routine. It's a different
Exactly.
energy. It's a different. We're not saying it's a norm. This is not the norm. We're not talking about the norm.
We're
We're
not saying she
talking
gonna
about
do it for every event after
every
no.
event. But if somebody's chasing glory, our body make up for it. Our physio team is getting already. Our coach is getting already. Our mentals are ready for it. So if you need a
Yeah,
recovery
man.
time, she'll go into the ice bath right after forget her. She gonna do something different to make sure it happen. We
When
not
when
say
when Michael when Michael Phelps chased 8 gold medals in 2008, that was chasing glory because that was never done before. 7 was the record. And in modern day, to go for 8 is you're killing yourself. But he did everything and his team did everything to ensure them get 8 gold medals.
but it's okay for us to watch Hassan go for 3 in long distance,
Exactly.
which is more telling on your body than the 100 some of the times.
But remember this, you're talking about two 1500s, two 5000s, and a 10,000 meter. That's killing on your body in 9 days. That's 9 days worth of running. 5 long distance. No, sir. There's nothing wrong in her chasing. If Sharika gets up on there, say I'm chasing glory. Nothing wrong with it. That's fine. And that's why I say 2025 is easy if she wins the double this year. Because all she has to go do is run a 400 at the national trials and make the team. Then she can definitely chase glory. Now it's going to be up to her because she'll make the 1 and 2 already. And believe it or not, I will say this to people. World Athletics, if they see an athlete chasing glory, they fix the schedule for the athlete.
them are gonna fix the schedule
They might fix the schedule for the athlete.
because them want to sell the product.
Exactly. That's why there's nothing wrong with that.
Tyreek, we kind of come off a Elaine coach, but I'm giving Elaine coach, and to be honest, we know Elaine does not do a good championship here. So if our coach can't make her ready for Olympic next year, him can go.
No, but here's the thing though, Xavier. Even if she's not done well at Worlds 2019, 2017, it's not like she was one of the favorites. She was.
She was.
She was one of the top contenders. She lost medals just because of herself, but not because she wasn't good. Those were years she ran 10:17. In 2017, she had the world lead at 10:71. Let us not. Well, I said she's
But we
always
have to,
she's good.
okay, but we have to take into consideration, and a lot of people don't take this into consideration. You see this year, you see this cycle, this 4 year cycle
It's
is
a 5 year
rigorous.
cycle. It's 5 years.
Well, yeah, COVID
21,
made
22,
some.
23, 24,
Yeah,
25.
so you had to, and I listened to what's her name? Sharika said she got a break because
Mm-hmm.
of injury by default. What's her name from the US that run against Sharika, the 200?
Gabby.
Gabby said she got a break. Doesn't Elaine deserve to get a break? And they got break because, and Gabby explained, and Sharika explained, it was by default that they got to get a break. Gabby said, I still run the circuit, but I wasn't at my best because of injury. So I took it as my break year. Why can't we allow Elaine a break year? She's been going for 2 years straight.
But here's the thing though, like Sharika has been going from 21 straight.
No, she took a
She
break.
said,
No, she got
when
injured.
did Sharika take a break?
21, she didn't run one full season. One of the year, then she was injured.
20, she ran full last year and full 2021. She just switched events middle of the year.
Yeah, but then one of the years, what we had,
And here's the
2023.
thing, she nobody raced in 2020 because of COVID. 2019 was. Here's my thing. If Elaine wants a break, she can take it now. But at the end, because she knows her body cannot manage 4 or 5 years in a row. Nothing wrong with your sponsors. Listen, you know, just sign me. But my
Yeah,
body cannot give you 5 years.
yeah, but we are the only one complaining. We don't hear Puma come out and say she never make that disclosure there to them. You
That's what I'm
understand?
saying.
Puma
Nothing
not
wrong to
complaining.
say.
Puma not complaining, you know.
But here's the problem, and I understand why people are upset. I'm going to say this to you. Because people think people are alien haters. Well, some people are alien haters because they say this. Here's the truth. Alien is too talented to be looking like. I said this already. She's too talented to be looking like a high school. And we blame injury, which is true because she has been injured. But even in her injury year, she has never looked this bad. She was still running 10-7. She was still a favorite.
And listen, and we gotta call spade a spade. If I'm in front of camp and injured, I'm gonna get the best specialist in the world. I can fly to the best places. Front of name come with clout. You
Which is
understand?
true. So does genuine.
And that's what people need to understand. Her her coach now may not have that pulling power to get her that
But
appointment that he
Elaine
need.
signed a multi-million-dollar deal with
Yeah,
Puma. Puma has close as
but
well. Puma is in
yeah,
Germany. Who has the best doctors?
we
Germany.
no we understand that too. But then when you add a Nike and a Frano together with Elaine, right? No, but no doctor now say no. You
Which is
understand?
true.
But when you put Puma and Mr. Era together, it kind of Puma say they
But
want me
but
to
but
do it,
Elaine
but
and Puma
we can't
still have enough
we
clout
can't
to get a
we,
good doctor.
yeah, no, but me can't tell Puma no and give them sidestep, but you couldn't sidestep Frano and Nike combination. You understand? So when you could have sidestep Puma but a Nike and Frano put together, so you have to look at the combination that has been created over the years. The parts that
True,
made
but
the
it
parts
hasn't.
that made up Elaine, a lot of people don't understand, the intangible factor that came into play was the Frano factor, not necessarily the
We know
coaching.
this. I know. That's why a lot of people are saying she should go back to Frana because
No,
I understand why. the clout that Frano brings, what Frano can do.
What
Let us
Frano
be
can
real.
get done.
What Frano, I think only Bobby Kersey in this world, especially with Nike, has that clout. There's no other coaches in the world that
And
can do
and,
what Frano can do.
and that's a lot of people don't understand is the intangibleness. I'm not asking Elaine to go back to Frano because I want him to
That's,
coach her. Anybody can write a program and tell Elaine to go train in the morning time. But is that anybody can get you into a specialist? Is that anybody can get you into this person to come fly to Jamaica to come see if you're okay?
but you saw the interview with Frano when she said that Elaine had a problem and she went to her own doctor. And Frano go and said, because she was getting worse. And him send her to his doctor. Now, there's a reason why he's Frano doctor. And that's the thing. I think that's why I said when I hear people saying she needs to go back to Frano, I even though I don't agree with it, I understand why. Because it is what Frano brings. And here's a couple people who say, oh, but Shirley left. People forget that Ronaldo Walcott is Frano's protege. Everybody that Frano know,
He knows.
Walcott know.
He knows.
Everybody, every program with Frano right, Walcott know.
And a
He's
lot of people
literally Frano with a better personality. That's what
a,
he is.
a lot of people didn't understand. Ronaldo left with a black book.
Exactly.
He has
That's
that black book.
like that's like
He stayed in the wings and write down the numbers, make his connection,
mm,
create his network. So whenever he left, whenever he end up leaving, he made that connection that he still can pick up the phone and say, "Yo, Ronaldo, from Frano, we need help."
mm,
Because in back in the days, and a lot of people don't understand, and a friend make the call.
exactly.
You understand? And a friend will take up the phone and call the doctor. Renato, call the doctor for me now, please. Shelly need an appointment.
Mm.
And so you
And that's
made
the
that
thing.
connection.
And that's the thing that people don't understand. And so when people say, "Oh, Shelley this," and we've seen the people that Ronaldo has gotten. We've seen Megan Chain. We've seen Broadbell. What was common with all of them? They left from MVP and went to Walcott. Walcott is, as I said, Walcott is Frano with a better personality. But also remember this: Walcott is 20 years younger, so he has new ideas. New, so the same way Frano is ever evolving, so is Walcott. That is why he could get Shelly to run 10-6 because he had the blueprint. He just improved on it. That's why my girl they could have my girl that can run 10, 12, 4. That's why Broadbell can, because he got the blueprint, he already knew what was going about, and he just improved on it.
All right, so we're not saying that she should go back. We're just pointing on the point that the intangible factor that
Yeah, that
Frano
is
bring to the table. I don't think our coach and our management team right now has that to bring her back up to the level that she needs to be back for 2020
I'm going to say this.
Olympics.
I said before, if I was her, I would call Bobby Kersey. I've been swayed by a lot of people who I've spoken to, and I think a phone call to John Smith would also work. Those two coaches know what to do with sprinters. And
All right.
if I'm Frano, if I am Elaine, sorry, I need somebody who can get me to that level, get back to that level.
One news
It's
come
sad
up.
to see that.
Go ahead, Jamin.
It is sad to see a talent that runs. That's the fastest woman alive in the 100, second fastest in the 200. I still can believe can go faster, even though she can't beat Sherika. I believe that she is too gifted to look this way, but I don't believe many people know how to work a body like Elaine. And people don't understand what makes Elaine special. You get an athlete that has immaculate form, because even when Elaine can't run to save her life, her form is immaculate. When she come 7 times, her form is immaculate. So you don't have to fix that. You just have to get her back, get her confidence back mentally, get her body back. I don't believe that there are many coaches. I think the only other coach in Jamaica who's good at that is Ronaldo, and I don't believe she's going to go to Ronaldo. So that's why I said, make a phone call, call John
Some
Smith, call
some
Bobby
pride
Kersey,
some pride I forgot swallow.
somebody. Yeah,
Somebody have to swallow some pride. I'm unfortunately somebody have to swallow some pride. But me just speaking
I
objective.
think
But there's a news that broke the other day that we have not touched. I think racers, a female sprinter
mm,
signed GoPro and went to racers. What's her name?
mm,
The Erdler.
which one there?
The young Erdler. Where's Latoya? And her coach is a part of racers.
Oh, Kerika. No, not Kerika.
Not Kerrico.
Akira.
One of
And
them.
not Akira. No, Akira just gone through. But that's
Alexis
alright.
James. Odian.
Alexis James,
Alexis
yes.
James.
Prob.
So I think and I'm calling it.
Mm-hmm.
Racers don't touch a lot of females, but she's a good sprinter. I wouldn't surprise she go down to the 100 trained by
Here's the thing.
trained by
People don't remember who is affiliated with the Racers as a hurdles coach now. It's Fitz Jackson, Fitz Coleman, sorry,
yeah,
who coached my
but
high school.
but she has a good 100 too.
That's it. But I think here's the thing about it. I think they're going to look at the pool and realize, even though the one hurdles for women is deep. Let's be real. You have the Amoy Browns, the Brittany Andersons, the Akira Nugents, the Kerika Hills of the world. As the youngsters, with Megan and Daniel being the older statesmen, I look at the 100 for women and I go, some of these ain't going nowhere. The younger girls are faster than me. I can probably beat Akira or Kerika on a good day at the championships versus trying to beat three of these young ladies. So I think she sticks where she is.
Okay.
It's a real talking because at the end of the day, remember this: the Clayton twins are going through their transitional phase. Remember last year I said give them 3 years, trying to ask for 3 years, and we have to remember they had awful technique before. They weren't used to the system, all sort of something. Give them 3 years. You add Serena Cole to that. You add Alana Reed to that. Brianna Williams is still around. Um, yeah, it might be better to just stick with the 110 hurdles. And I think right now that makes sense because she's very good at the 100-meter hurdles. Sorry, 100-meter hurdles. Where's that? Sorry, because I think we need to lock off now.
I know she gone.
But guys, there'll be more from us regarding Budapest. And trust me, I think we have a special episode coming up too. So guys, just tune in because the questions are being asked, and we're going to try our best to answer them. Mrs. Xavier started up on the research part now, so that's even better. So me and that time have to talk about the whole show.
Ah,
So guys, it is great talking to you about this because I knew a lot of you guys wanted to hear what's going on because we haven't said anything on the list is out, so we have to
ah,
call for one.
we didn't speak about Mr. Hibbert chances of winning goal and going close to the national record.
He breaks the national record at Budapest.
Okay.
Winning gold, I think he gets. All right, here's my problem. I have a problem if he win gold this year. I'm sorry, I'm still old fashioned. I'm too young to have so much success. Like you go through an entire life undefeated from 15, coming all the way up to 18 at the highest level. Now, man, get the baptism of fire. Get a silver and bronze. Then come
Him
back
need,
next year
him,
and bust everybody behind.
him need to learn. Should they?
Yeah, man, I forgot shoes up. You need little fire and soul, man. I think here's my problem. I think if Jaden is too successful too early, he retires at 25. That's my problem.
Not good for the sport.
Not good for the sport. Mm-hmm. Want him the road. Because here's my thing. If he wins Worlds this year, he more than likely will have the confidence to win Olympics next year. Then the ultimate goal is to break the world record. Say he breaks the world record. Then he goes and say, okay, I'm going to do it again one more time. Win Worlds and Olympics again. And he does that. What more does he have to do? And by this time, he's 25.
Odian, I kind of agree with you,
Odian,
but I think she'll go faster than 10:59 in the 100 for
I
more than
have
one
gone to
reason.
10:52.
I think
I
she's
said
going to go closer
10:52.
to 10. Um, the dynamics of the 100 meter, she have to go execute a really damn good race, and it's going to be a fast race.
But here's the problem. What's the part of her race that's a problem? Her start. And I think she has gotten that this year. She's going to get out of the block either with Shelly or ahead of Shelly. And I don't think anybody's going to catch her. And I think that becomes 10:52. The 21:31, I might not. I think she's going to go more of 21:37. Miss the record, but still run 21:3. So I have it the other way around, Audie. I think she goes faster in the 100. I don't think she get the record this year, but she goes as close as humanly possible. And then she'll do it next year. But I kind of agree. By the way, Odian is the person who convinced me about Sherika going 10-5 this year.
No, and she's good.
I
She's
listen
good.
to
Anybody
I
wins.
not ten
Anybody
five.
wins. Anybody wins the 100 meter going 10 sub 10.55.
Here's my problem though. I think people over because what we've seen Elaine Shelley and Sharika do in the past 3 years. I think we automatically assume once a woman runs 10 7 low, she's betting there. No, we need to stop acting like 10 6 is something that you just pick up and run. It's the same thing when you say Mo ran the world record and you had three guys who had run sub 10 7 and you Asafa Powell and Justin Gatlin so close. We just automatically assume, oh, 10 6 9 6 and 9 9 5 is on the. No, it's not. Just because Shelly run 10 7 0 for whole long before she could have run 10 6. 10 6 is not something you get up and run. So all these people going, oh, third place going to run 10 68, cut the crap. There are only two women right now capable of running 10. Actually, there's only one woman right now compared who is going to be at Worlds who is capable of running 10 5, and that's Sharika. I don't think inexperienced Shakari may be able to run 10 5, but 3 years from now. Talu, hell no. Dina, hell no. Let's cut it out now, please. What does I say? Right, there are only 3 10 6 runners active and only two will be at Budapest. Calm down.
Okay, Budapest is what? 3 from 19, 16 days away.
2 weeks and much, yeah.
We should have in some fun, some fireworks.
Yep.
Um, Shelly already called the injury card already, guys.
I don't think she has. I don't think she has called that injury card. I think she's just being a die. I'm not saying a die. I think she's just being stubborn this year. Like she's preparing everybody for just in case. Because Shelly has only run two bad races in her championship career. And both of them were because of injury. So an injured Shelly is 10 7, 10 8 at worst. So we've seen she's gone 10 82. So an injured Shelly is 10 7. How many people will run 10 7 at Budapest? I think only two or three, maybe three, but not some.
Don't count out Julian, Alfred.
Julian is 3 years or 2 years away, 2 years away from what she's going. I think Julian runs 10 8, and that's it. And she comes fourth or fifth.
I think unless she get good competition, our transition is going to be a little bit different because she's used to the NCAA season to get better over time with it. But then you're going to take away her norm. You're going to take away 10 races, going down maybe to 3 or 4 races for the season.
Yeah.
So you might expect her to get better, but she might just not get better
And
because
it happens. It's fine. This is her first year as a pro. It takes a little time to adjust. I don't think she's gonna take as long to adjust. I think she becomes a legit medal contender next year because she'll have a full season with that system under her belt. But I don't expect much, no matter how good you are at NCAA, unless you're doing a field event or you're just that damn dominant. I don't expect that you're going to come up against the big guns and just run away. No, it doesn't work like that. So um, I think she comes fifth. I think the big four stand their ground.
but
Um,
but come to think about it, the NCAA girls never show up to world
exactly,
championships. Shakari's
exactly.
been trying for years.
Like Melissa
She,
Jefferson made the
she
finals last year and came dead last. Aliyah Hobbs the year before made the Olympics and came. I don't
Steiner
even know.
Steiner came off.
Simon came up. It's not a common trend. I think the only person that we've seen that transition from NCAA to world beater the same year was Christian Coleman as a man. Like that's it. Like or Trayvon and Degrasse when they got bronze in 2015. But it's not something that you just get up and then Coleman actually got silver. But yeah, it's not something that you just get up and do like nah. So let us not over. Even Gabby, remember Gabby in the Olympics?
Gabby, yeah,
He came third.
she didn't come
Yeah.
off right. Yeah, so
Right. So
um,
it's not something I look at and go, wow. It's like champs. Just because they run 999 at champs, I don't expect you to run 999 at World Juniors. That's different, right? Different thing that you are running to peak in March. You're running to peak in June. Your training is geared for that. You run indoors and then you get to run outdoors, you know, for until the end of
yeah,
June, and then your body's tired because you have fit. Last year, Gabby ran 54 races by the time she got to the World Championship 200 meter finals. And not Gabby, Abby Steiner.
Obviously, I know.
That's
I
just too
guess
much, man.
I guess Latoya is not here. Anyway, people, whenever she come back, I don't know where she disappeared to. People, thank you very much for tonight. We promise that we won't go over 90 minutes, but we always have things to talk about. We have a few special guests before. Why? Hold on. We have a question. Why enter the men and women in flat 400 events when they stand better chances to win the mixed relay? Yeah, we
Yeah,
agree with you, Sheldon. I mean, I
I
think
disagree.
we should have put
I
our best
disagree.
best team together for the for the mixed relays.
Here's what I say. The women's 400, we have medal almost every year, or we're in the fight for a medal almost every year. So you can't talk about the women's 400. The women's 400 is there. It's just that we might not get second or first, but we're there fighting. The men's 400, I think Steve Gardner is the class of the field with Van Zyl, Van Zyl stuck for a long time. Van Niekerk. I mean, but anything can happen. And you're looking at the two guys who are running are pretty young for 400-meter runners. So they've been doing well. Let's see what happens. But they have to be out there. You never know what can happen. You see, Jeremy and Gonzalez get a bronze medal. Yeah, you never know what can happen. You see me? Or a fourth place, I should say. Could have gotten a bronze. Anything can happen. They're there and they're ranked and they're in the let them run. You never know what can go on. So that's how you shadow. Um, that's how I should have gone again.
No, I'm trying to come
Yeah,
back.
I'm not going to people them podcasting on, please.
Oh, okay. So tonight was a good night. My apologies to have stepped away from you guys for a while. But tonight was a good night. We are just 16 days away from the start of Budapest. Whatever will happen, we will just have to wait and see how everything pans out. For me, I think Budapest is going to be different. Um, I don't know about exciting, but it's going to be different because it's not what we're used to, or we could normally call it or call everything beforehand. But this time around, I feel like, we are in a place where we're not quite sure of where to call it or what to call, or I'm in a place that way. But I wait to see what happens. So many names are unsure of whether it is that they are also going into Budapest or not. And I don't know what's happening with Budapest, but Budapest is gonna happen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So thank you so much all for being here, for joining us. We will continue to, travel the road to Budapest with you all. As we go along, we will do what it is that we need to do over here. Can continue to give you guys, great analysis. And definitely we will take you through Budapest for the entire time as it airs along. So thank you all for being here with us. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night to you, wherever it is that you are joining us from. We are happy that you were able to join us here on Track and Feelings, where we talk about track with our feelings. Please have yourself a great time and continue to be safe as usual. Peace out.